We pass by thousands of people every week, but do we really know them? If we just listen to them, would we learn something? I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Ordinary People.
I'm Dozer and I'm a glassblower. I first grew up over in Westport, really close to 39th Street, and then my mom got a house over in Kansas, like Mission, Kansas, and then moved over there. Like in my childhood, just kind of like always been fascinated with art, you know, like drawing, painting, and then I got introduced to a bunch of good homies that got me into skating. I did a lot of skateboarding throughout like middle school and high school, but I don't know, I didn't find glassblowing until like 21, maybe 22. Never really thought of like glass as like a total option of just like even an outlet, you know what I mean? I did know somebody, and he was like apprenticing underneath a really well-known glassblower in the Midwest. You know, started talking to him, started hanging out more, started pestering him more, because I just thought it was really cool. He had a buddy that was like selling an old torch, and I had a little bit of like extra money at the time, and so I just jumped on that opportunity and like got this torch and just kind of went for it, you know what I mean? Took the money that I had and invested it in like what material that I could get. And so that's where I got like my real first introduction to like glassblowing. I've been blessed with awesome like opportunities to go work with a lot of artists from all over. One of my buddies moved out to California and like did an apprenticeship, like just a bunch of like OGs that are over there. They're doing like a lot of really cool like sculpture work. I was definitely like a visual learner, so that's what really got me to get out to California, because they had an extra spot where I could throw my own torch up, and then like, you know, once I got my quota done, then I'd make my own stuff. That's where I got a lot of knowledge now. Something like snapped, you know, and I was like looking at my glass, and I was like, man, I want this to get better. I need to get better. What am I doing wrong? And I think like that, it was just that push being around different artists, you know, like a lot of it goes from like making good prep, you know, your prep is like the soul of your work, you know, if you have good prep, you're going to have good pipes, you know, and like you've got to learn how to make good prep first in order to move on to the next step. It's like with skating, it's like, all right, if I can only do this 2-stair, I'll try this 4-stair. You know, if I can do this 5-stair, all right, I'll do that 10. With glass, I'll think of it like that almost. I'm like, all right, well, if I can get this step down first, then I can move on to the next one. And like, you know, I think I could do a wag, and then like, you know, try to do a wigwag, and like, I'm pretty sure I might be able to make my own tubing. Try to make my own tubing. Pushing yourself every time. Getting out of that comfort zone and just kind of taking it to that next level.
I learned a lot from my chat with Dozer, but 3 things stuck out to me as most important. The first, starting at the basics. It's good to have a solid foundation to build on, and that includes everything. The second is constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is one of those things that often gets taken as negative, and I don't think it should. It's so easy to get wrapped up in your own work that you miss the little things. The third is his ability to ask questions. If you don't know the answer to something, ask someone who does.
One guy named Controverso, his style is insane. He like does this like insane work, you know, just in like bending barriers. You're like, man, I didn't even know you could do that with glass. There's so many different techniques and sections, and that's what got me into it. I was like, oh my god, like, I want to learn all of that. I want to do it, you know, it's like, I want to make that. I ran into the train wreck here in Kansas City, and he was blowing glass, and I was like doing it like part-time, and then he was noticing like, hey man, like, you know, you got the potential of like being able to do this, like, why don't you just do it full-time? So he really helped push me to that point. And then everything just fell into place more, and like glassblowing even became more of my life to where I'm at now. Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning a great deal every day, but I think if anything now, it's like I need to be around people that are even better than me, you know what I mean? Or even like just, I need more knowledge, you know, that you never, I feel like in this medium, you never stop, you know? Sometimes even like when I think I have color down, starting all over and working from clear again from scratch, you know. I've had homies be like, yo, you gotta go back and just work on your shaping and your evenness in glass, and sometimes it takes a while.
I'm Ian Pittman, and this is Ordinary People.